Hey, Zoorag here, coming to another video review, and today I'll be taking a look at Prime Master Vector Prime from Power of the Primes. Prime. That word is becoming nonsense now. Anyway, to start things off, here we have just little Vector Prime himself, out of his armor, if he'll stand. And here's his size compared to a soda can. Pretty much the average Power Master, Titan Master, Headmaster, whatever Master size that we've got going on now. His colors are very basic, but that's to be expected since he's so small. Overall, he's mostly blue, a much darker blue than I'm seeing on the viewfinder, but with a little bit of a electric blue, dark gray, and some silver. View from above and from below. His posability is pretty good for how tiny he is. His head is on a ball joint, so it can tilt side to side, go back and forth, and go all the way around. His arms can only go out to the side that far. They can go all the way up. Of course, he has no posability below the shoulder because it's just so small. His legs can go forward all the way. Can't really go back. And his knees can bend that far at one joint. Now, a whole lot of posability, but he is just 1.5 inches tall. Of course, he does come with accessories. His most prominent is his Pretender armor, which I believe is called Metal Hawk. It is molded mostly in blue, with red, yellow, silver, tiny bit of black, and then a lot of that dark gray again. Incorporating Vector Prime into Metal Hawk is easy. Just open that up, and then this sticking out part just sits in there. Tab on his legs goes in there, and there's a tab right there that goes into the slot in his head. So just drop him in there. Close it up. And there you have Vector Prime and his Metal Hawk Pretender armor. What's neat is you can still kind of see his face in there. The posability on this is pretty limited. The arms just go all the way around and that's it. Nothing else that it can really do as is. Of course, he has his cannon, molded in blue with silver paint on it. There's just a tiny little post here that can go into the port in his hand. Pretty simple. Now for storage and his other mode, there are 2 clips back here, posts there. Just drop that in there. And there you have the weapon stored. And of course he has a third and final mode, a weapon or target master mode. Just pull him out of there. Flip the barrel all the way around. Bring down the handle. Fold up his legs completely. And there is a slot and 2 posts here where this tab will go in and those ports will go on. Just get all that lined up. And his head just rests in that little cavity there. And there you have Vector Prime and Metal Hawk in weapon mode. And as I'm sure you saw in the opening clip, any figure with a 5mm port can hold him. So just a port in the hand, post there, put them together. I said put them together. there is a figure holding Vector Prime Metal Hawk in weapon mode. My only real issue is that the handle comes out of there way too easily, so sometimes if the fit isn't exactly perfect, this will just pop out instead of going into the other figure's hand, which is a little annoying. But overall, it's a pretty neat figure. I like it. I know most people are interested in the Pretender shell and the weapon it can become, but this guy is actually what I'm more interested in. And I have my very unusual reasons for it, but it is what it is. I know it's an extremely tiny, short review, but that is my review of Prime Master Vector Prime from Power of the Primes. That word is still nonsense now.